Now, I want you to know something. Remember, some of you said, I'm a 1, this is kind of, I'm a little worried, or I'm a lot worried, and I'm a 2, and maybe I'm a 3, and I look forward to learning it, but I'm a little stomach, got my stomach going. Well, I want you to know that I've been teaching for a long time. I've never seen something taught this way, and it was so helpful to me. So 1s, 2s, and 3s, I really want you to focus right now, because this is really a helpful model that I've never seen before. And so here we go. We need some people, some folks to attend a little bit better. So, is it back straight? How's this go? Eyes front?
Back straight.
Thank you. Let's try that again. Eyes front?
Back straight.
What color pen am I holding up?
Blue.
How many fingers am I holding up?
2.
Fractions are?
Equal.
Can be equivalent to decimals, right? Okay, here we go. Back straight. No, eyes front. Wait, eyes front.
Back straight.
I have to learn that better. That doesn't go too well. All right. This is called a place value chart. Okay? We're going to be working with the equivalent between a decimal and a fraction. Okay? So let's do a little navigation. Navigation means to find out where things are. All right? Repeat after me, please. The ones place.
Ones place.
Decimal point.
Decimal point.
Tenths place.
Tenths place.
Nicely done. Repeat after me, please. This decimal number
The decimal number
can be read as
can be read as
9 tenths.
9 tenths.
The 9
The 9
is in the tenths place.
is in the tenths place.
0.9
0.9
is 9 tenths.
is 9 tenths.
The fraction 9 over 10
The fraction 9 over 10
is 9 tenths.
is 9 tenths.
0.9
0.9
is equivalent to 9 tenths.
is equivalent to 9 tenths.
Very well done. Very well done. Okay, so we have 0.9 written here. You're just watching me right now. We know when we write this with words that the 9 is written first, the place value, tenths, is written second. Here is the part 1s, 2s, and 3s. This is the part that no one has ever shown me before that I am lucky enough to show you today. The word 9, after describing this decimal number, becomes our numerator. And the tenths, which describes the place value of our decimal number, becomes the denominator. I've never shown that. It was so helpful to me. All right, back row. Back row. I'm going to do another one with you. And I especially want you all to focus. Here we go. Repeat after me, please. Ones place.
Ones place.
Decimal point.
Decimal point.
Tenths place.
Tenths place.
Hundreds place.
Hundreds place.
0.27.
0.27.
The 2 is in the tenths place.
The 2 is in the tenths place.
That means 20.
20.
That means 20.
The 7 is in the hundreds place.
7 is in the hundreds place.
That means 7 hundredths.
That means 7 hundredths.
Now, I want you to listen to this part. When we describe, listen, when we describe a decimal number that has more than 2 digits, we describe it as the last place value to the right. Okay? So we say 27 hundredths. Repeat after me. 27 hundredths. It is equivalent to
It is equivalent to
the fraction
the fraction
27 hundredths.
27 hundredths.
Okay. Now I want you to read after me, please, or repeat after me. This decimal number
This decimal number
can be read as
can be read as
27 hundredths.
27 hundredths.
Listen to me, please. Yeah, thanks. The 27, you're listening. The 27 is written 27. The hundredths place is written after the 27. And then our pattern, boys and girls, is that the 27 becomes the numerator, the hundredth becomes the denominator. Man, I wish somebody had taught me that back in the day. That's an easy pattern to follow. Now, just to remind you what patterns are, right? If I do this, what do you do? Exactly, you follow the pattern. So just as we do silly patterns like that, we have not silly patterns, we have patterns in math that we're going to follow. Okay? There's patterns in math we're going to follow. One more time, just to make sure that you have this. The 9 becomes the numerator. The place value tenths becomes the denominator. One more time. The numeral 27 becomes the numerator. Oh, let's do that a little more sharply, okay? Here we go. Repeat after me, please. The numeral 27 becomes the numerator. The hundredth place value becomes the denominator. That's the pattern. Wow. I'm learning. I have a highlighted purple area, and it says, whoops, I have to scoot it over a little bit so that you can see the whole thing. Okay. No, this is the bottom of the page. You're not flipping it over. Okay, there's a question right here. It says, use the place value chart to the right. Here it is. Which number goes in the denominator of the fraction created by that decimal number? How do you know? All right, so on your whiteboards. Take your whiteboards out. Flip them over. Okay. Show me your markers. Caps off. On your whiteboard, I would like you to write A or B and tell me, when you write this decimal as an equivalent fraction, which number, A or B, becomes the denominator. Do that on your whiteboard, please. Does A or B become the denominator when writing this as an equivalent fraction? Then you're going to turn over your whiteboard, hover and cover. Hover and cover, cap back on the markers. A or B, hover and cover. A or B, hover and cover. A or B, hover and cover. A little more hovering, please. We're almost done with your classmates. Hover and cover. Okay. 1, 2, 3, chin-its. 1, 2, 3, chin-its. Would you turn your boards around and show your teacher? Hold it up high so he can see it. He may not be able to see the chin. Okay, turn back to me and chin it. Turn back to me and chin it. Okay, so, gentleman in the back, what is your name? Joe? Okay, Joe, tell me why you chose, oh, I'm sorry, boards down. Don't erase, but boards down. Okay, caps on your markers. Okay, Joe, tell me, why did you choose A? Okay, because there's no number in the hundreds place, Joe chose the tenths place, and a tenth is represented by A. All right, let's see. Can I have? I already called on you, and what was your choice?
Of what?
A or B. What was your choice? 10 as well. Okay, so I need to remind everybody, okay, that when you choose a denominator, you're choosing the place value. Okay? Choose the place value. But there is another part of helpfulness called importance. Okay? So you're parking your whiteboards, you're parking your erasers, you're parking your pen, your pencil. The only thing you have on top is your paper. All right, I'm going to read to you. You're going to read after me. A fraction is a number that names part of a whole or part of a group. Read with me. Oh, I'm sorry. Read with me. A fraction is a number that means part of a whole or part of a group. Very well done, readers. I'm going to read to you. You read with me. Decimal numbers are written with a decimal point and show amounts between whole numbers. Read with me. Decimal numbers are written with a decimal point and show a mouse between whole numbers, just like you finished. Well done. So, besides the practice, besides the thinking, there's other levels of importance to doing this work. It's important to write decimals and fractions because it helps you better visualize the size or value of objects. Visualize means to make a picture in your head, and value means the worth or how much it's worth. For example, is anybody interested in money?
Yeah.
If I pulled out some money and wanted to give it away, would you be interested?
Yes.
For example, if I pulled out this $100 bill, would anybody be interested? I'm glad. I don't have a $100 bill, but I'm glad you're interested. So you can compare to visualize the amounts to find out what's worth more. Which is worth more money, boys and girls? $0.6 or 61/100ths of a dollar. 61/100ths, huh? 6/10ths, 61/100ths?
It's the same.
It is almost the same. It is almost the same. Are these equivalent, first of all?
Yeah.
No, they're not, because the 6 is a 1-digit number in the tenths place. 61 is a 2-digit number in the hundredths place. Okay? Now, how much is 6/10ths? Does anybody know? 6/10ths? 60. So is 60/100ths or 60 cents more or less than 61/100ths?
Less.
Yeah, 60 is less than 61. So we would want the 61/100ths dollars. All right? It can also help you determine the chances of something happening. For example, what color pen am I holding up? Blue. Somebody guessed red. If you're going to follow, you have to look. What color pen? Blue. So for example, Ernie has been told that there's a 0.5 chance his number will be drawn in a bingo game. 0.05, excuse me. He understands this to mean that there's 5 out of 100. 5/100ths of a chance, which is unlikely. So if I drew 100 tickets, that's a lot. I'm still drawing 100 tickets out of this bucket for his number for his bingo game. Okay? Only 5 of those, after all that drawing of bingo numbers, only 5 of those would give him a chance. That means 95 other chances, other people would win. So 5/100ths isn't very good chance. Importance. Learning, it definitely helps you apply learning to any test. It could be the CST, it could be the chapter test, it could be a decimal test, whatever is more important, or whatever is happening, excuse me, at that time. All right? Your test might look like the following. Which fraction means the same as 0.17? What number is in the 1 spot? In the 1? The
1.
No, the 1, I'm sorry, let me say that again.
0.
The 1 is in what place value?
10.
The tenths. The 7 is in what place value?
100.
The hundredths. So we need to make sure that our denominator has 100 on it.
100.
Is that 100? No, that's 1,000. So our hundredths place is B. Okay? So to your partners, B, I want you to start. Of those 3 reasons, money, chances, testing, or anything else, I want B to tell A. What do you think? Why is learning decimals and fractions most important to you? Go ahead. B tell A, and then A tell B. What makes more sense to you? It's more important to me to blank. Okay, back to me, please, in 3, 2, 1. I already turned the page, but Julian? No? Betsy? Where's Betsy? Hi, Betsy again. Betsy, what was most important to you? Which of those reasons to learn the equivalence of fractions and decimals? Number 3, to apply it on a test. Yeah, that happens a lot in schools. To take your learning and apply it on a test. It's an important way to get through school.